It's good not to lose your footing when everything is in motion. Thomsit, and you've got the ground well covered. Today, Thomsit stands for reliable, ecologically safe and economical flooring technology worldwide. With headquarters in Düsseldorf and subsidiaries and branch offices in more than 23 countries, we provide our partners in the craft and trade with products, services and know-how. Always together with the strength and expertise of the whole Henkel Group, which guarantees product availability and quality on a global scale. In Thomsit, you have a professional partner who for generations now has combined both progress and experience. Thomsit offers sound, reliable solutions to every problem, no matter how complicated and technically demanding the requirements of flooring technology may be. We have focused our attention on the substrate. Carefully matched Thomsit system components guarantee a reliable and permanent connection between the surface material and the substrate. After all, a finished floor covering is only as good as the preparatory work, no matter whether you need to prepare the substrate in a new building or repair already existing floors. Thomsit makes your floor ready for covering. But when is a substrate ready for covering? As a rule, the substrate needs to be load-bearing, level and free from contamination. Cracks must be filled, and the amount of residual moisture comply with the standard. If the amount of residual moisture in the screed is too high, this will cause problems. Blisters may form, the covering may come off or tend to discolour. For this reason, the wettest spot of the screed is first determined by means of an electronic indicator and then measured with the CM device. A sample is taken from the lower third of the screed and crushed. Then a prescribed sample amount is weighed and filled into the pressure vessel. First, all the steel balls must be added. Then the calcium carbide cartridge is carefully inserted. After closing, the vessel is shaken for about 1 minute using a circular motion. Residual moisture can also be determined by measuring the screed's electrical resistance or air humidity. After 10 minutes, the measuring process is complete and the CM value can be read from the scale. If the measured CM value is too high, which frequently happens with new buildings, the substrate can be reliably sealed against this moisture with Thomsit R755 epoxy membrane. This provides a highly efficient barrier, and there is no need for lengthy waiting times before work can be continued. In the next step, the surface evenness of the substrate is checked. Using a measuring wedge, the level of unevenness between the respective supporting points of the batten is determined. Depending on how many millimeters need to be leveled out and the expected surface load, the appropriate Thomsit leveling compound is chosen. Apart from evenness and moisture, it is also important to determine the surface strength of the substrate. For this purpose, a diamond-shaped pattern is scratched into the surface with the help of an adjustable scratch device and a template. The further treatment of the substrate, for example by grinding or priming, is dependent upon the score marks and the depth of the scratches. Further information on the stability of the substrate can be gathered by treating it with a wire brush. If the screed is of only moderate quality, the unstable layers need to be removed by grinding. Afterwards, make sure to vacuum off the dust with an industrial vacuum cleaner thoroughly. When renovating already existing floors, it is also necessary to provide a level and clean substrate. Before starting work, old residues such as adhesive wax, oil and coats of paint must therefore be removed. In most cases, this is done mechanically by means of grinding, milling or shot blasting machines. Special grinding machines are suitable for removing thinner screed layers. Floor milling machines are used when deeper screed layers need to be removed. Again, make sure to vacuum off the resulting dust thoroughly. The shot blasting machine is a clean, efficient and almost dust-free solution. Cracks and joints in the screed must be correctly filled. First of all, the joint or crack is cut open until it is as deep as 2/3 of the screed's depth. Then cross-sections are cut at intervals of about 25 centimetres and repair clamps inserted in these gaps. The solvent-free two-component cast resin Thomsit R727 Flow Epoxy Fast is mixed according to the instructions. It is suitable for the power filling of fine cracks and joints in the screed. The ready mixed cast resin is now evenly poured in the joints. Larger cracks and wide joints can be rapidly closed with the fast-setting resin Thomsit R726. After only 30 minutes of setting, it is already of very high strength and fully load-bearing after only 60 minutes. When all cracks and joints have been filled with Thomsit R727, they are immediately sprinkled with a generous amount of quartz sand. After setting, any excess sand must be vacuumed off. For repair work on small areas, such as holes in the floor, we especially recommend our Thomsit Rapid Repair Mortar RS88. After mixing, RS88 can be used to produce repair layers of up to 100 mm thickness in a single operation. The mortar is of mouldable consistency and can be smoothed out easily. The repaired surface is ready for foot traffic after only 30 to 60 minutes. Now the preparatory work is finished. Substrates should always be primed. The choice of primer depends on the substrate condition and the floor levelling compound to be applied. Thomsit R766 is a very low-emission concentrated multi-purpose primer for use on absorbent and impervious substrates. It covers a large range of applications ranging from cement screeds and concrete to wooden boards. Thomsit R777 is a dispersion primer for absorbent substrates used for pre-treating cement and calcium sulfate screeds, concrete floors, chipboards, fillers and gypsum-bound building boards. Here as well, the short drying time accelerates the on-site progress. The selected primer is applied to large surface areas by means of a lambskin roller. Primers fulfill the task of binding any residual but unavoidable dust and ensure optimal bonding of levelling compounds and adhesives. If the primer is rolled on first in a vertical and then in a horizontal direction, a continuous film results, which ensures uniform wetting of the substrate. In addition to dispersion primers, Thomsit also offers primers based on reaction resin. Thomsit R755 is an epoxy-based safety primer for use on critical substrates and for heavy-duty service conditions. The two components are mixed as instructed and then applied with a nylon fur roller. Thomsit R755 is the primer of choice on critical substrates and if heavy-duty service conditions are to be expected. It provides reliable sealing against capillary rise of moisture and excessive amounts of residual moisture. After the first priming coat has cured, a second coat is applied crosswise over the entire surface and sprinkled with quartz sand of grain size 0.3 to 0.8 mm while still fresh. As soon as the epoxy priming coat has fully hardened, any excess sand is carefully removed. It is now time to apply the floor levelling compound. Thomsit DX is a cement-based levelling compound for all substrates that are ready for covering. In one single operation, any unevenness of 0.5 to 10 mm can be levelled off easily and quickly. Thomsit DX is the ideal product for universal use. Thanks to its excellent flow, the surface is ready for foot traffic after only 1 to 2 hours and can be covered after only 24 hours. With the help of the Thomsit stirrer, the levelling compound is mixed with the appropriate amount of water, effortlessly and lump-free. The homogeneous mass is poured in partial amounts onto the floor and spread with the doctor blade. On wall junctions and difficult-to-reach spots, the compound is smoothed with a trowel. Then the doctor blade is used again to cover large surface areas continuously. The use of high-quality levelling compounds confers additional security. Their use prevents adhesive pooling, which may occur on less even substrates, thus increasing general surface evenness. Simply adjust the required layer thickness on the continuously adjustable Thomsit doctor blade, which then distributes the self-leveling compound uniformly in the room. Afterwards, a spiked roller is used to de-aerate the leveling coat. This procedure ensures a particularly smooth surface condition. Floor leveling compounds made by Thomsit meet the most diverse needs and substrate requirements. Thomsit SL85, a special-purpose leveling compound, offers extremely high surface resistance for floors in industrial areas. In one single operation, it is possible to level out surface differences of 0.5 to 50 millimeters. Every Thomsit product invariably gives you the greatest possible security. But only the complete system of perfectly matched products, from preparing the substrate to bonding the floor covering, provides you with the total security that the ground is well covered. As a Thomsit partner, you benefit from technical know-how, quality and surface. Architects, craftsmen and trade customers worldwide trust in our expertise. Whether used in large building projects or domestically, system products made by Thomsit provide you with that extra bonus in innovative and ecologically safe system products. And we assure your security by our comprehensive technical support. Thomsit, a powerful product of the Henkel Bautechnik family. Supported by the comprehensive know-how of an international company and a leading manufacturer of adhesives.